figured I'd just binge watch, which there on Disney Plus. I'll start with the Ahsoka episodes first, because that's what I was really looking forward to seeing. The Ahsoka episodes are definitely the strongest, whereas the Clone Wars, the Clone episodes with the Republic Commando Ripoff Squad, is extremely weak in my opinion. I just don't think this season is necessary at all. Because when you look at how season 6 ended, they're walking away. That was a good ending. I didn't need to see what happens after that. I got the picture. Like doing all this just feels like filler because they needed something else to put on Disney Plus. Because there's no real story so far. They're doing like mini series instead of one overarching story. Just fine, I suppose. But compared to previous seasons, it's probably the weakest. Definitely the weakest. I just think this season has gone on for far too long. Because like Clone Wars isn't that long. It's a few years at most. Because by the time we get to the Revenge of the Sith, Anakin's a Jedi Knight. In the Clone Wars, he's the Padawan. Maybe he's a few years older in Revenge of the Sith. But yeah, they call it the Bad Batch or something. Republic Commando ripoff. See, this is the problem with Disney era. Nothing they do is new. It's all ripoffs of the original expanded universe. It's part of my problem with it. But as I was saying, the Ahsoka episodes are probably the best in this season so far. Spoilers. It's like three episode arc for Ahsoka right now. But a lot of character development. I think it's interesting seeing her not use her Jedi powers and whatnot to survive. That's interesting. You don't really see that. I wouldn't mind a film like that, you know? It'd be different. Because the one thing that Disney has lacked in is definitely creativity and originality. Nobody asked for a freaking Han Solo film Nobody asked for a Dark Forces ripoff in Rogue Zero. Since Ahsoka's one of my favorite characters in the Clone Wars series, I'm definitely supporting her episodes. But as for the first 4 episodes with the Republican Mandalore ripoff squad, not much to say on that. They were looking for some guy that they left behind and he was being used against the Republic or something. They gave the clones all nicknames because they have different personalities, even though they all work for exactly the same. But, yeah. It's decent so far, I suppose. At this point, just watching just to watch, because I don't know how much expectations you can have at this point. No. At this point, it's just redundant filler, you know what I mean? Again, it's just there to fill space on Disney Plus. I don't think it's necessary at all. Definitely did not need this season at all. It's not terrible, but, you know. I'm completely fine with them telling new stories and whatnot. Just make a different show, you know what I mean? Like, I don't need any more Clone Wars episodes. Because the story's done. I mean, if they just started the season with the Ahsoka stuff, I think it would have been better. There's only 7 episodes so far. I think there's like 10 or 12. And this is exactly why I waited. So I could watch them all at once. I don't have the patience to sit week to week. And there's some nods to Empire and Return of the Jedi. Because spoilers, Ahsoka and her new friends are looking to leave Coruscant. They pass by a Republic flagship, and Anakin happens to be on. It's exactly like Return of the Jedi when they go into Endor, looking to disable the shields, and they have the stolen codes from the stolen Imperial shuttle. And the dude's like, it's an older code show, but it checks out as well. It's about the Cleveland. And the Vader's obviously senses something. It's like that. Anakin senses Ahsoka. It's very faint. I don't know, maybe she blocked him or something. He drained her, so wouldn't be surprised. And the dude was like, oh, there's some Wookiees. I worried about having them arrested. Should I do something? I was like, no, it's nothing. So that was kind of cool. Little subtle nods like that are fine. But when they start doing stuff like, oh, rebellions were built on hope, then it becomes redundant and irritating. Rebellions, when you mention the word hope every 5 freaking minutes, it's irritating. I just missed the old year. And can you imagine Legacy of the Force in either live action or animation? You know, the real Jason Solo? I think it's a mediocre season so far. Again, it's an arc, so it's overarching, story or whatever, mini story. It feels more like a mini series than an actual season. Because there's really no story left to tell in this year. Season 6, in my opinion, led directly into Revenge of the Sith. Put Anakin where he needed to be. Just adds more layers to why he falls. And one of the main reasons is when it happens to Ahsoka, because he never mentions her ever again. Which is my problem with this season, hearing that she's returning. I'm like, why? Why is she returning? For what? She left. Leave it that way. It was a good ending. Wrapped up her storyline perfectly. Leaves Anakin vulnerable. And leads directly to Revenge of the Sith. It's great. Didn't need any more. What was season 5? I don't remember. I know there was a lost episode season or something. What's her name? One of Ahsoka's new friends. She's kind of annoying, but, no some similarities to Han Solo, and I actually thought of Mission Vale from the older Republic games. She lives with her sister, this kid named Trace, or whatever. She lives in level 1313. That name sounds familiar, it should. It's the canceled Star Wars game that Mickey Mouse got rid of. And she's a mechanic. And much like Han Solo, she cares nothing about his ship. So, she causes problems. And, see, if I was writing this, I would just have her just leave the planet immediately. I don't know why she would stay on Coruscant. And her speeder bike crash landed onto that platform, so. Mace Windu got some little bit of action. There's one where he's trying to talk to the droid so they're gonna listen to him. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? The freaking droids, you moron. I'm not gonna listen to you. So that was stupid. But again, this is a very weak season in my opinion. I don't think it's necessary at all. As I said, just filling space on Disney Plus because they effed up the films. Sorry, what else do we have to do now? People don't care anymore, so play to nostalgia now. Because you can't let the past die anymore, right? Isn't it amazing how far this franchise has fallen to the point where the mouse is relying on a nostalgic show to boost ratings for Disney Plus. That's all this is. I love the Clone Wars series, I really do. This season, don't need it. Don't need it at all. Could watch that show all day long. Do not need this season at all. The way it ended with Ahsoka walking away, perfect. Really fantastic. Because these were unfinished episodes. That's all they really did. It's not really new. It was like Kylo Ren's not a new character, he's a Darth Kaidish ripoff. A really bad one. But a Darth Kaidish ripoff nonetheless. This makes me laugh more thinking about it, because like, this is really the best they could do. Oh my goodness. See, show I want to see. I've always wanted to see. Anyone remember them Jedi Apprentice books from back when the young Anakin and Kenobi? That's what I want to see. Like the Luke stuff, the Anakin stuff has been overdone already. Well, they'll be young Anakin, but you know, Clone Wars era has been overdone, is what I'm saying. It's a great series, but too many seasons. Didn't need more than 3 or 4, in my opinion. And they dragged Darth Maul's ass back for war. I still don't know why. Didn't do anything. Could have easily had a new character, but no. Gotta bring back the guy who didn't say a single word in the Phantom Menace. I think the Clone Wars is an opportunity to branch off into telling different stories, like the Ahsoka stuff. This is why I like the Ahsoka episodes, because it's kind of different from what we're used to. She doesn't have her lightsabers. I'm pretty sure they don't have a little bag, but she doesn't use them. She uses the Force very subtly, just she's in hiding. Well, I don't think Order 66 has happened yet, but regardless, she's still on Coruscant, so she uses her lightsabers. People will know what she is, and then, well, I'm telling you, man, if they just go to the old freaking Republic, start fresh. There's a gazillion stories you could tell in the Republic era. Maybe do the Darth Bane stuff a little too, you know? I'd be down for that. Something different. I don't need to have lightsabers and everything and every freaking... So if I had to give this season a rating, I'd give it like 6 out of 10. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I just don't like the clone episodes. They're just, in my opinion, it's really boring. Kind of cheesy. Some areas, I'm like, yeah. But it's a children's show, Pete. Yeah, not really. People need to learn the definition of kids' shows. Okay, this is not one of them. It can be, but the show gets darker and darker as it goes on, so yeah, it's really not. I'd say Ripples is more of a kid show than this one. Most because they're boring as the early setting. This is why I never watched that stupid show. Garbage. Absolute garbage. Coming after the Clone Wars? Yeah. That's terrible. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was reminded of Mission of Val from the Knights of the Republic. Like, ha, all she needs is a Wookiee on her side, like Mission of Val. She said Mission of Val wasn't a pilot, so. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, check it out. There's only 7 episodes streaming right now, but it's okay. It's pretty good. I just think the Ahsoka episodes are stronger and better written than the other ones, but just my 2 cents.